Bonjour. Today, we are going to learn what is a definite article and how to use it. What does definite article mean in English? In English, normally you put definite article before a noun and sometimes you put it before an adjective. Well, definite article in English is the. For example, you have the book, the house, the tree, the school, and many more. So, let's have a look at it. When in English there is only the, in French, however, has 4 ways of saying the. So what are they in French? You have le, la, les, and l'apostrophe. All these 4 mean the. So, you are going to ask, when do we know which one we are going to use since we have 4 the? Okay, we shall start with the article les, L-E-S, since it is the easiest to use. The article les is the easiest to use since it is used when a noun or a word following is in plural form. For example, the books in English is les livres, and we know that there is a letter S at the end of the word. So we know it is plural. And when we use les livres, so we use les livres for the books. But remember, in French, the letter S is silent at the end, and we couldn't hear it. So you need to put the articles les to let me understand that it is les livres in plural form. And it means the books in English. So here are other examples of nouns in plural form using the articles les. You have les maisons, means the houses. You have les arbres, it means the trees. And you also have les écoles, means the schools. If you notice, the letter S at the end of the words is silent at all time, unlike in English. Okay, after les, L-E-S, next you have L apostrophe, L with an apostrophe. This one is easy too, as it is used with a noun or the word start with a vowel or a letter H. For example, you have l'arbre. This means the tree, and the spelling begins with a letter A. And A is a vowel, so we have to put L apostrophe for the noun arbre to say the tree. Technically, you can't say le arbre since it doesn't sound that good. It has to be L apostrophe for l'arbre. Another example is l'école for the school. Here, the spelling of the word école starts with a vowel E. So, you have to put L apostrophe for l'école for the school. But, by the way, it doesn't mean that l'arbre and l'école are not either masculine or feminine form, which we will be going to look at later on. These 2 words have genders too. We are going to cover that later in the clip. Now, les and L apostrophe are used regardless of whether the genders of the nouns or words which follow are masculine or feminine. Now, let's talk about the masculine and the feminine definite articles, which are le and la. We use le for the when the word or noun has a masculine gender, and la for the when the word of the noun has a feminine gender. Now, you are going to ask, what if I don't know what is the gender for the noun, for the word or the noun? This is a very tricky question, and you need to understand that there is no rule applied to know which noun is masculine and which noun is feminine. But I can give you few guidelines to ease your learning. Okay, for further explanation on the topic of masculine and feminine noun, please refer to my other clip dedicated only how to tell which noun is masculine and which noun is feminine. Now, here is a small trick to get it right. And most of the time, and I would say 75% of the time, a French word or noun which ends with a letter E, the sound of E, is likely to be a feminine word. So you would put the article la in front of it. So let me give you a few examples of le and la words, starting with la first. You have la tomate, the tomato, la table, the table, la chaise, the chair, la voiture, the car, la cassette, the cassette, la carotte, the carrot. So, when you see a noun or a word ends with E, the letter E, the sound E, most likely it is a feminine noun. So, it's going to be a la word. But like I said earlier, it is only 75% of the time. So now let's focus on le. We have le cinéma, the movie, le sac, the bag, le bateau, the boat, le stylo, the pen, le chocolat, the chocolate. These words or nouns don't end in a sound. Did you hear that? Le cinéma, le sac, le bateau, le stylo, le chocolat. So I will put le in front of these words. Just be aware that this is a hard and fast rule, by the way, but this often works. Okay, let's play a game of guessing which one will use le and which one will use la. It's obvious that banana ends with a letter E, and it is safe to assume that it is a feminine noun, so we put la in front of the word banane. Now, how about porte? The word porte ends with the letter E, so it is a feminine noun, and in that case, we put la in front of the porte. Ballon ends with the letter S, and we put le at the front of the word ballon. However, we cannot say it is neither masculine or nor feminine. It has a gender, obviously it is a masculine when it is in singular noun, singular form. Now, let's continue with tableau. It doesn't have the letter E, so it is a masculine noun, and we put le in front of the word tableau. We have ordinateur. It is a masculine noun, but look at the spelling. It starts with a vowel O, so we put L apostrophe before the word ordinateur. But we also have quite a number of exceptions for masculine and feminine nouns. For example, we have livre. Livre, even though it ends with E, it is an exception. So, it is not feminine, but instead it is a masculine noun. So we put le in front of livre. And verre as well. It is an exception, though it ends with E. It is a masculine noun. So we use le verre. Just like le livre, le verre, téléphone is also an exception to the general rule. So we put le in front of the word téléphone since it is a masculine noun. But there are words which are feminine, though it doesn't end with E. For example, you have la télévision, it ends with ion, and it doesn't have an E. Surely it is masculine, but it isn't. It is an exception. It is feminine. Well, it's obvious that when we are talking about people such as girl, boy, woman, and man, these words, of course, follow its own genders, regardless of the ending. So we have la fille, le garçon, la femme, et l'homme. And, well, that's for people. How about animals? Animals that can have both genders. Example, here you have le chat means the male cat. La chatte means female cat. Countries have genders too. For example, you have England, L'Angleterre is England. It is a feminine country since it ends with the letter E, but it starts with the vowel A. So we put L apostrophe. France is a feminine country, so we put la. Japan is a masculine country. And you have here Portugal is also a masculine country. These two countries, we put le in front of them, le Japon et le Portugal. So please remember that even countries have genders too. Alright? To summarize everything, you have le, la, le, L apostrophe. All these four articles mean the. And le is for all the nouns is masculine. La is for all the nouns in feminine. For le and la, please remember that there are a lot of exceptions when it comes to general rule of nouns. And you have L apostrophe is for all the nouns in singular regardless of the gender, whether it is masculine or feminine, as long as it starts with a vowel and a silent H. And finally, les for all the nouns in plural form. Well, I'm hoping that my explanation will enable you to understand a bit more about what is les articles définis, definite articles in French. So hope to see you again. Well, à la prochaine. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.